Hello everyone! Welcome to the Watery Aquarium. It's Michelle here and I have another reading for you. Today's reading is what do the ancestors think about your connection? We have 4 options here to choose from. Option 1, option 2, option 3, and option 4. Now you can pause the video, choose a pile. Let's get to it. Hello option 1. For those of you who selected the first card, here's your reading. So we have this card here, the mint card, and it says decisive action, card number 34, reducing to 7. So I'm hearing know what you want and mean what you say. That's what I'm hearing. Know what you want and mean what you say. So you are someone that is incredibly ambitious, right? You go after what you want. And you want to make sure that you get it, right? It's like, I am going to accomplish my goal. So they see that you're someone that is incredibly driven and ambitious, right? You have a warm heart as well. You do have a big heart, right? Let's get some cards. Let's see what's up. So what we're going to do with this reading is we're going to see what your ancestors think about the connection and what your person's ancestors think about your connection, right? So let's see. So we're getting like all the ancestors in this reading, right? I'm gonna pull 3 cards for each. So this is going to be your ancestors. So what does your ancestor think of your person, your connection with your person? May I have 3 cards, please? Wow. So we got the Tower. Okay. We got Death. Oh wow. Okay. And we have the Page of Pentacles. Okay. Let's get their ancestors cards. Bottom of the deck we have the Ace of Cups. Okay, let's see. What does their ancestors think about the connection? Whoops. Okay, so we have here the Princess of Discs. So that's interesting. So we have the Page of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles again. Right? That's interesting. So there's commonality here. Okay, so we have the 7 of Discs. We have Perseverance. The page, it says manifestation. And then we have here disappointment, 5 of Cups. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have 10 of Cups. Look at that. And then the bottom of the deck, that's for their ancestors. So overall, they like the connection, but it seems like there's some teething problems here, right? There seems to be some teething problems. So it's like your ancestor feels that too little is being done in this connection, because it feels like there's a breakup or a form of separation here. And their ancestors are in agreement as well. They said that both parties did not put the effort in to make it work, so it failed, because we have here something falling apart here and it's falling apart. But the 7 of Disc is all about putting in the effort and then allowing it to develop slowly. So there is also an urgency as well. It's like for some of you, you wanted things to happen too quickly. You didn't allow things to like develop at a comfortable pace. So this could be like not being friends first, so jumping into something quickly and then it ends in disaster when it doesn't pan out. It's not allowing things to develop and grow. But with seeing these 2 pages here, there's a lesson for both of you, because pages are also about lessons. So there was a big lesson here, and that is, for some, don't rush into connections too quickly, right, without getting to know the person properly. And for others, it's also, you need to put more effort into your connection. So yes, I think in agreement with not rushing it, but don't put little effort in the connection and really expecting like it to just develop and just grow into something amazing. But both ancestors are in agreement that there's potential here. There's potential for this connection. There's a lot of love, and you both are more than capable with the decisive action card of making it happen. Right? You both are more than capable of making the connection work, but it's either no effort, little to no effort, or just really jumping into things too quickly. Right? There's a lesson, a big lesson here. Okay, let's get some more cards. I'm gonna get 2 to put in between your ancestors. Anything else, ancestors? Yeah, the star. It needs to heal. Saying that they're working on helping this connection to heal, right? Taking this time out for you to really see exactly where you went wrong, I'm hearing, right? And actually healing it, working on it, working on yourself, and then being able to then have enough to put into the connection, to work, to give to the connection, right? I mean, if you look at the star card here, it's like she's pouring water from the jug in the water and then on the land. So it's like nurturing yourself so that you can nurture something greater as well, right? So it's doing both. Okay, look at that. Oh, that's interesting. And then look, 6 of Pentacles, right? Giving and receiving, reciprocity. You're not giving as much, both of you. So here we have the 10 of Cups matching with their ancestors' 10 of Cups and the 2 of Swords. Do you even want this connection? That's what they're asking you to decide on what you want. Do you even want this connection? Is this what you want? Is this what your happiness looks like? Is this the end game? That's what they're asking you to look into as well. That's your ancestors, right? If you want this, if this is the end game person, then you're going to have to put the effort in. There's going to have to be giving and receiving from both parties here, right? They actually like you guys. Both ancestors like the idea of the connection, but they're saying, look, you guys are too flipping lazy to do the work. Okay, 2 more cards. This is their ancestor. So we've got this one. Look at that. 7 of Swords, deception. I'm hearing lying to the self. And then we have here death. So I'm hearing not being honest. And then we have the Page of Cups, introspection with the self, lying to the self, not being honest with yourself as to how much effort you're putting into the connection in order to make it work. Because again, with the Knight of Cups, excuse me, this is the person that loves, wears their heart in their sleeves, and your ancestor is saying, look, put the effort in. And look at the card that follows, Ace of Cups with victory card, the six of Wands. I mean, seriously. So they're saying, both ancestors, both groups of ancestors are saying, you guys need to put some work in. And if you're in your connection and it's all great, really see if this is a dynamic where you are, how much you're giving to the connection and how much you're receiving as well. Is there a healthy flow? If there is a healthy flow, then this is not the reading for you. But if there is one where there's a little bit of issues or you guys have separated, look into this. Okay, let me get an advice card. She who creates. Creativity, originality, spontaneity. Yep. Create, meaning putting the effort in order to create a harmonious and abundant connection. That's what they're saying, but they're both in agreement. That's beautiful. So I'm going to end the reading right here. If this reading resonates, leave a comment down below. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hello, option 2. For those of you who selected the second pile, here's your reading. So your card is 63 Indigo Clairvoyance. So this feels off the bat like a very spiritual connection. It's a connection where you guys are, it's an intuitive connection, I should say. So you know exactly what the other person is feeling, what they want, and vice versa, right? You guys are spiritually linked. We have here 63 reducing to 9. right? So 9 is also a very spiritual number as well, but it's also the ending of a cycle and the beginning of another one to come, like preparing for a new cycle together, right? But they're saying that you guys are very in tuned, very in tune, possibly star seeds, right? There's some star past life or past incarnation vibes here, right? But there's a knowing, there's a knowing. For some of you, you're not in union, but you are aware of this person. You can feel them. You can feel them. That's for some. Now let's see what your ancestors have to say. Now, what we're going to do with this reading is I'm going to have one deck for you, your ancestors, and another deck for their ancestors, and see what they think about your connection. Okay? So, let's see, what do your ancestors think about your connection or future connection? What do they think about your connection? Okay. Thank you. So we have here the Fool. We have the Fool. 3 of Wands. And Page of Wands. A lot of page energy. Okay, let's see what their ancestors think. I'm hearing, what are you waiting for? Go explore. That sounds like... Right, so we have here the 6 of Swords, transition. We have here the 9 of Discs, accumulation. And then we have death. Right. So I'm hearing bottom of the deck, 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, sorry. That's for their ancestors. Yours, we have the 5 of Swords. So I am getting vibes for some of you, especially with the 5 of Swords on the bottom, that you're giving up your power. Some of you, not all of you, some of you are giving away your power to your connections, and there's a strong need to gain your independence, right? That's what your ancestors are saying. Their ancestors are saying this is lovely. This is very fulfilling. There's potential here with the connection. Your ancestors are saying, do not get lost in the 10 of Cups vibes where you're giving away your power and forgetting who you are. And also things you want to accomplish. Things, personal goals that you want to accomplish. Right, that's what they're saying. Now, so they're saying to really go out there and explore. They want you to possibly not settle down too quickly, or I'm phrasing that wrong, like not really focusing too heavy on this is the one and there's no one else. They want you to go out there and just see, just explore, just to get a taste of the world, the big wide world, and all in it, right? For it feels like some of you are sat back waiting for this person to come in. And in that time where you're sat waiting and being patient, you're missing out. And that's what your ancestors are saying. Don't do that, right? There's lessons that you're meant to learn from other people. This is coming. It is. But this is, and mind you, this is for the people who are not in union. This is coming, right? So, but go out there and still interact with others, because you're going to be learning things that you're going to apply in the connection when it comes in. There's things that you're meant to learn, meant to understand. With you sat back waiting, you're missing out. So those lessons that you've missed, that person is going to have to be picking up the slack, or you're going to be trying to learn it while you're with that person. Right? And that's not good. Recipe for disaster. So make sure that you, again, focus on your personal goals. Get things done, accomplished, healed before they come in. Right? That's for a few of y'all. Their ancestors are saying the same thing. Oh my gosh. Their ancestors are saying the same thing. What they're saying is, with the Six of Swords and the Nine of Discs, focus on your well-being, focus on your abundance. Do you, right? Don't be in a position where you're stagnant, right? Don't be in a position where you're going to sit back waiting for this person to come in. They come in and you're bringing problems to my kin. That's what they're saying. We need to move away from any type of struggle, hardship, and difficulties where this connection can move easily, can flow comfortably. And you guys have learned the lessons that you're meant to learn, each of you, to make things work. So you can transform into this energy here of the Ten of Cups, happiness, right? This is a major transformation. That's what they're saying. It's an integral, it plays an integral role on this journey here, right? For both of you. So your ancestors are saying it and their ancestors are saying it. But there's the way that yours is saying is go out there and explore. Don't sit back and wait. And they're saying it, do not bring any type of like hardships and difficulties to my family. You better have your stuff together with the Nine of this, right? That's what they're saying. You got to get it together. And they're saying, you know this. Wow. Look, they don't play. Your ancestors too. They're very serious. Very, very serious. I'm hearing no time wasters here. Okay, so I'm going to pull 2 more cards. What more would you like to share with option 2? Right, we have the Knight of Cups. Exactly. Right, when this person comes in, it's like it's going to be all good because you have gone out and explored and learned the lessons that you needed to learn. But it's saying don't give away your heart too freely as well. We have here Justice. Yeah, look, bottom of the deck, Magician. You're built for this, and I'm getting goosebumps here. You're built for this. Now, what it's saying is that, look, there's a contract in place, and I'm getting a lot of chills, intense chills. There's a contract in place, so it's not going anywhere, right? You're meant to live your life. You're meant to go out there and explore, broaden your horizons. This person is not going to go away. You guys have a contract. You guys have a contract. That person has a contract to fulfill as well. So there's karmic contracts and then there's your contract. And that's what needs to be played out. So the patience is not sitting back, waiting and doing absolutely nothing. The patience is going out there and exploring and living life, right? And having your heart open for this to come in. Okay, so let's see what their ancestors are saying. Right, change. Exactly. 2 of Pentacles. One more card. Then we have here the 3 of Wands, Vision. Look at that. Seriously. So you got 3 of Wands here twice. This is interesting. So your ancestors is saying the 3 of Wands, and their ancestors is saying the 3 of Wands as well. So they're in agreement. So they're saying to make this change. See, doing this is going to transform the both of you, but it's going to allow you to bring positivity into the connection. It's going to allow growth to come into the connection. We have the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. So this is feeling very much like a very, very divine connection. We also have the masculine symbol and the feminine symbol with the triangles, right? So they're also in agreement, saying that this is a contract, this is written, this is signed. Your souls are like, look, stamp, we're going to be experiencing life together in the 3D realm. It is going to happen. But you need to have independence, right? Both of you, independence. Make the necessary changes now so that you're not making those changes later on while you're in the connection, and it's going to pose a lot of problems. That's what they're saying, both of them. They're in agreement as well. This is beautiful. And then with the Visions card here, and you have Clairvoyance, It's saying that you know this. Your soul knows, I'm hearing. Okay. Okay, so we have here, she who avenges, revenge, outcome, and justice. Look at that. We got justice, justice. Right? Justice will be yours. It will be served. The outcome is going to work out in your favor, but you must complete your contracts elsewhere. And this, I'm hearing personal contracts as well, because what we don't realize is that we've made contracts with spirit as well for things that we were meant to fulfill and to learn on a personal level. So we need to complete those. Beautiful. So I'm going to end the reading right here. If this reading resonates, leave a comment down below. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hello, option 3. For those of you who selected the third pile, here's your reading. So you selected the lilac card, and it says belief and faith. Card number 67. Wow. With the lilac color, so we're getting a lot of third eye vibes, right? So this also feels like an intuitive connection, actually telepathic, right? Telepathic connection. So this card, card number 67, reduces to 4. This is all about stability, but it feels like a telepathic connection, and it's saying it's like you're starting to tap into it. It feels like it's trusting what you're feeling, trusting what you are hearing, right? Having faith in the connection as well. So this can also feel, this feels like those in separation, right? So not all of you, but a fair number of you. You're in separation and you're not trusting or believing that this is going to work, right? It's almost like losing faith in spirit. That's what I'm just hearing, right? So losing faith in the connection and not trusting that spirit has your back, your best interest, right? But it's saying to start tapping into your intuition, right? Connecting with your higher self to receive the guidance and the reassurance about this connection. That's what it's saying. Now, I have 2 decks here, and one deck we're going to find out what your ancestors think about the connection, and then the second deck we're going to find out what their ancestors think about the connection. This is whether you are already in union or not, right? And even if you don't know your person, we'll see what's up. Okay, what does your ancestors think about your connection? Oh, there. Okay. Wow. Okay, so we have the 9 of Swords, the King of Cups, and the Emperor. Bottom of the deck we have the Queen of Cups, so we have counterparts here. Right, let's see what their ancestors think about the connection. Okay, Chariot, the Star, so we have the Chariot, the Star, and Temperance. So we got all majors. Beautiful. Bottom of the deck we have the King of Swords, Authority. Okay, I'm gonna move these cards over a bit. Right. Your ancestors feel that you have great anxiety when it comes to this connection, this person. You have allowed this person to take full control of the connection. You've actually given your power away. right? This person, especially with the King of Cups and the Emperor, they're not very emotionally expressive, right? So it drives you crazy. You're like, does this person care about me? How do they feel? You're constantly in your head, and it's like bringing up a lot of anxiety. And they're saying, is it worth it? Because look at that. You are, look at, oh my gosh. We have here Queen of Cups, then we have the Hangman, followed by the Two of Wands. They're asking you, like, is this what you want? Is this the path that you currently want to go on with this person, right? I'm hearing, and you're even spying on them. It's just really weird. I just saw the Page of Swords. But if you're in an energy of being anxious, right? If it brings great anxiety, this person, there's a strong need for you to communicate with them how you're feeling. Try to be on the same page. Now, you might not get someone that is going to be openly expressive, like doing the I love yous and all that stuff all the time. But what you will have is someone that will try to make you feel comfortable in the connection, secure and safe with the Emperor. So they're going to express their love based on their love language, which is like acts of service more than the more emotional side of things. So it's having that talk with them if you're feeling quite anxious about how they feel. Because I'm feeling for some of you, it's like, has the person lost interest, right? It's just you're really bottling up all these emotions, all these questions, when you should be talking to them. Because it's saying that communication is going to be incredibly important in this connection, right? Especially with this person, because they're just out there grinding it out, trying to maintain or grow their wealth to bring about stability in the connection for the future. But if you're not talking and you're suffering in silence, that's a problem. That can bring major issues in your connection. So it is important to definitely express how you are feeling. Speak your truth, right? So their ancestors, we have here the Chariot, the Star, and Temperance. So they're also saying that, look, our descendant is very ambitious, right? They're all about bringing stability. They're all about acquiring wealth so that you guys can have a very comfortable life. But if you have any issues with the Temperance, there needs to be balance. I'm seeing an imbalance here. There's an imbalance that needs to come back into balance, that needs to be healed with the Star. But the only way to do that is through communicating, because the bottom of their deck is the King of Swords, authority, and that's all about, again, communication, but also strategizing. So if you communicate with this person, they're going to be able to work out a way, a system for you to feel more secure in the connection, right? Because it's all about being honest and truthful here, right? Being honest and truthful in the connection to let them know where they stand as well, because I don't think this person knows where they stand with you as well, because you're bottling things up and they're off there grinding it out, trying to make money. So it's important to really communicate clearly and honestly with this person. Honest, because we got the King of Swords here, very honest. Your feelings with the Queen of Cups, your true feelings. And this person will actually, they have compassion for you. And they'll actually put the work in order to heal this, to restore balance. That's what it's saying. So you both can be on the same page, because we have their ancestors are showing two balance cards here with Temperance and the Chariot with the two horses. You guys may be opposites, your love languages are different, and there's a need to make it work, because it can work. The connection can work, but you just need to communicate better. That's what I keep hearing. Communicate better. I'm also hearing me time for you. So if you're feeling emotionally frazzled and overwhelmed, you need to recharge your batteries by having some alone time. I'm seeing meditating, but also baths, and also going out into nature as well, connecting with animals. But there's a need for, you're the more intuitive of the two in the connection, so you tend to hold things in, bottle things up, because you feel that you cannot communicate to this person. They are a strong force. You know, with the Emperor and the King of Cups, they are a strong force. There's an energy of, I can even hear for somewhere this person would say, look, grow up. Grow up. That's just life. Like, they would say things like that, be very abrasive. So again, it's for you to still express and communicate how you are feeling and how it will affect the relationship, the connection. Okay, so if you're not in union, this is to come, and what you're meant to be working on is communication. So working on yourself, where you're going to be expressing your true feelings, right? Being open to express your true feelings with anyone, with others. So any type of it could be with your family, your friends, or your relationships. It's to be more expressive. It's not holding things in, bottling it up, getting into fear, getting yourself worked up, paranoid, etc. over nothing. It's like sharing the problem, sharing the issues with the person, right? Communication is key. Okay, what else does your ancestors want to share with you? That will help you to stand in your power as well. Yeah, we have 9 of Wands. It's suffering in silence. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Stand in your power. Know your options. Okay. Queen of Wands, 7 of Cups. And look. 3 of Wands. So this is all about, you know, really thinking about if this is something that you want to do for the rest of your life. This whole dynamic. Is this something that you are comfortable with handling, with being in? And what I mean by that is with you playing the mouse, with you being quiet and holding things in, bottling things up, braving it out. Is this something that you can do for the rest of your life? And if the answer is no, then you really need to look at your options here. Stand in your power and look at your options. Have the courage to face this situation where you might have to seek your fulfillment elsewhere, meaning ending the connection and going out there and doing you, or being open to receiving a connection that's more fulfilling, that resonates more with you, right? It's also saying about, you know, don't turn a blind eye to this whole situation, this whole dynamic. Speak up. For some of you, this person is actually quite really verbally abusive. Possibly physically, with the 9 of Wands. And they're saying, look, speak up and look at another way out. That's for some of you, not all of you. This person is not the one. That's what they're saying. Right, let's see what their ancestors have to say. Okay, so we have here the Sun. Yeah, Ace of Wands energy. Ace of Wands energy. Now with the scenario where it's you needing to speak up, right? So your person is not abusing you, but they're just out there grinding it, really trying to build stability and security for your future together as a couple. They're saying, their ancestors, your person's ancestor is saying that you need to really focus on, again, standing in your power, right? Really focus on restoring balance, having time for the self to recharge your batteries, to become more emotionally balanced, being in a good space so that you can evoke change in the connection. Have the energy to actually highlight the issues that you are facing in the connection that needs correcting, that needs healing, right? It's saying that there can be a fresh start once you're open to communicating your truth to their descendant. That's what they're saying, right? This connection has potential, they're saying. It has potential, but it requires you to speak up, to stand in your power with the energy card here. But there's a sense of also being happy, being high vibrational in this connection as well. So if you're not feeling it, they're also in agreement where look at your options. Look at your options. You could start anew. You move towards, with the Sun and the Ace of Wands, a beginning that resonates with you, a beginning that is fulfilling for you. That's what they're saying. So another pile where the ancestors are in agreement, right? Ultimately, because no one wants someone to be in a situation where they're unhappy, right? Now, for the one where it's a more abusive, toxic relationship, they're saying that, look, it's time to move on to your happy, to what makes you happy. Have the strength, this is the bottom of their deck, have the strength to recognize that this is not resonating, and seeing your worth, your value, your light, and moving on, starting anew. That's what they're saying. Their ancestors are saying that to you. Okay. Let's get some guidance here. Okay, so we have here, wow, she who frees. Liberation, unrestrained freedom. Seriously, guys. Both ancestors are in agreement. This is freeing yourself, whether it be free forms of expression or literally freeing yourself from a connection that is not serving you. Because by doing that, you're freeing yourself and moving into something that is more fulfilling for you, and you are allowing this person to work on themselves. Right? This is allowing the person the opportunity to work on themselves, to work with their ancestors, who are going to highlight, with the Sun, highlight what needs healing in them. That's beautiful. So I'm going to end the reading right here. If this reading resonates, leave a comment down below. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hello, option 4. For those of you who selected the 4th pile, here's your reading. So you selected the pink card, card number 44. Cotton candy, make a wish. Oh, that's lovely. Very childlike. There's childlike vibes here. Lots of joy and happiness. It feels like I'm hearing giggling. Right? I'm hearing giggling. And this is feeling like a child again. This is like having the opportunity to make things right, I'm hearing. To get it right this time, I just heard. So it could be some of you have left, or have actually left connections that were toxic, and are open to a connection that has more meaning, more substance, that has respect, that's healed. And for others, you've been single for a while, enjoying your independence, but you're now open and ready for a connection to come in. One, again, that has meaning. One that's spiritual, right? One that's spiritual, very stable, because you both have done the work, especially with the 44, where you both are stable within the self. You've also acquired stability financially as well, right? So that's what this feels like. Very giggly. Okay, so I have 2 decks here. One deck will be what your ancestor thinks about the connection. The other deck is what their ancestor thinks about the connection, right? So let's see what your ancestors think. Okay, what do you think? Okay. All right. Okay, last card. It's supposed to be 3, but I don't know why I pulled 4. Okay, so we have here the 7 of Swords, 5 of Cups, 2 of Pentacles, and the 4 of Wands. Bottom of the deck, 10 of Pentacles. Bam. Okay, I don't know why 4 was pulled for you guys. Okay. Okay, let's see what their ancestor thinks about the connection. Okay, bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Cups, intuition. Okay, so we have Two of Cups, union. Looks like the Six of Wands. Five of Wands, competition. Three of Pentacles, works. The Tower. Okay, so what this is telling me is your ancestors, what they're highlighting is the past. So you have lost connections where there've been deception. They have not been true to you. They've possibly cheated, but there's been a lot of lies, right? A lot of lies, a lot of instability here, right? The connections were always like, you just didn't know where you stood. You didn't know where you stood. You always craved stability. With the four again, so we have four here, stable. You wanted a connection where with your soulmate, actually. You wanted a divine connection. For some of you, you enter into connections thinking it's divine, but it ends up not being that. But that is actually meant to be a lesson. There was something that you were meant to learn from that, and that was always about being stable within the self. It always stems from the self. So you've given yourself the time to develop, to be grounded and stable, so that you'll be open for a new connection to come in. But this is, every now and then you may wobble when it comes to trust issues. Like, can I trust another person? Because it always starts out good and then it goes sour. So that's what you need to work on. So Spirit is going to send a connection your way where, or you're going to be entering in a connection or are in a connection where you're meant to be working on the trust side of things, because it is not the past. Okay, you're gonna have to really heal this. And notice the two cups here in the Five of Cups. Look at that, these two cups, their ancestors actually have the two cups. This is the Two of Cups. Look at that. So this new connection coming in is not like the past, right? Make a wish, they're saying. Make a wish for this, for someone that is in alignment with you, someone that's done the work, like you've done the work, and you will be able to be in flow. You will be able to work together, to build together, you see. So that's the important thing here. That's the key thing here. But your ancestors are saying that it's coming because you've done the work, you're solid. Their ancestors are saying, yes, you both have experienced the same thing, where relationships where there've been deception, lies, right? Being taken advantage of. They too have experienced that. You do have something in common. But what will end up happening is you both will be competing in a sense. Well, actually not competing, but you both will be going through a period of the challenging period when it comes to trust. That's going to be the biggest obstacle in your connection, is trust. Because you've both been badly hurt, badly lied to in past connections. So they're saying that the key thing here again is for you to connect together and connect with Spirit. Always remember that the connection is a spiritual one, is a divine one. And it's saying that it's, you'll be surprised. With the Tower, it doesn't feel like chaos, mayhem, going up in smoke. It doesn't feel like that. With the end cards, where we have here the Queen of Cups, it's, look at that, the following card is success. So we have the Queen of Cups, intuition, we have success, and then we have the Chariot, where you both have to come into alignment, and then the next card is strength. So you both will have to find the courage to trust in this connection, to be on the same page in order for it to work, but be in the energy of opening your heart. Both of you being open to receiving love, because you both have been through the same thing. That's what they're saying. But you will be surprised that you can have this. Look at your ancestors. Your ancestors are saying, look, this is it. This is the one. With the Ten of Pentacles. But it's saying you need to, again, shift your perspective. Shift your perspective when it comes to connections. Right? Trust. in connections. Not all relationships are like this, right? And that's something, it's a lesson here. This feels very much so like a lesson for both of you, right? So it's two people who have done the work on themselves, and now this is the big test to see if you have truly healed. Okay, let's get two more cards here. It's like testing how stable you are in a connection. For others, for some of you, this is the connection where there has been some form of deception, and now this person or your person is ready for, they're stable, they've worked on themselves, and they really are open to really committing, really wanting to be solid and stable within the connection. And you're not sure, you're like, I don't know, and they're like not sure either. While your person's ancestors are saying, no, this is actually, it's challenging and it's going to be hard to overcome this, but you can overcome it. It requires putting the work in. And I'm also hearing that, why don't you shock them, like start again, but shock them into really proving to you that they're true to you, right? So meaning that, look, this is a fresh new start, a clean slate. So tearing down the old in order to build something that is more stable. But this is both parties actually putting in the effort, making the effort, right? But the challenges are over. Okay, that's that scenario there. Okay, may I have two more cards? Yes, look at that. We have the star, your ancestors. It's all about healing this energy, healing it. But you will be tested, I'm hearing. You have another? Yeah. It's going to be a progress, a work in progress. It's going to be a work in progress, but it's this person is ready to commit. That's the one where you've been deceived to in the past. They're ready to commit, but they're going to need to put the work in. They're going to need to prove to you that they can be trusted, right? We have the Five of Wands again. Yeah, it's like they're going to have to fight for your love if they want to have any type of future with you. That's what that's saying. Okay. I'm hearing fend off the competition. So some of you might have other people interested in you. And this person is going to try to win you back. Or you have these people fighting for you, and your person, your one, is coming in. The person that will give you that stability, or you both will be stable together, is coming in. This is once you've healed. So do not push them away. It's like using your intuition to know that this is actually someone that is genuine, that is good, that is stable. That's not about the playing, not about the messing about. So don't be in the energy of not trusting and then you're pushing the right person away from you. That's what it's saying. So it's like your wish coming in, and then you're so hurt by the past that you miss it. Doesn't come in anymore. You push them away. Right. Okay, so we have here the Nine of Wands. Resilience. Do we have the nine? No, we don't have the Nine of Wands. So this is actually really standing. I'm hearing the test of time, but this is all about really having perseverance, really staying it out, really working with the connection, right? This can also mean guarded. So again, if you have not met this person, you've done the work and they're coming in, you can easily push them away by being standoffish. Both of you being standoffish. Okay, Six of Cups, innocence. Having compassion for the person, but for some of you, this is a repeat lessons from previous incarnations where you've been hurt, and your lesson is learning how to trust, using discernment to know who is right for you. or if a situation is right for you, right? Okay, can I have one more card? Oh my gosh, we got the Four of Wands again. So all four piles, the ancestors were in agreement. And we have here the Knight of Cups, introspection, so going within, seeing where you want to take this, go with this, especially with the Two of Wands, where you want to go with this in the future, what path do you want to take with the connection, knowing what you want. Now the Four of Wands, we have Four of Wands here, Four of Wands here. So there's a sense of, you'll be surprised that this person wants the same thing that you want. You're actually in unison here with the Two of Cups. But it may be one where you're going to have to move slowly into the connection, or if there's a sense of having to forgive, you're going to have to take your time to build the trust again in order for this to work. Right? In order for this to work. But really know that you both want the same thing now, or will want the same thing if you have not met your person. Beautiful. They're saying to be innocent with the whole Six of Cups as well. With this dough, it's like, I'm hearing like, just don't have any expectations. Don't make it heavy. Just make it quite light. Be playful with each other, right? It's like being like kids, just having fun, right? Not anything where you're making it heavy. I'm hearing bringing adult issues into it. This is meant to be like playful souls, just enjoying and understanding each other. That's what the ancestors are saying. Okay, may I have a card, please? Thank you. We have here, she who calms, stillness, purity, quiet. Exactly. So we have here the purity. That's just really popping out, and it's matching with the innocence card here. So it's just being really light-hearted, pure, playful, right? Having compassion for each other, right? Really listening to the wisdom, your inner guidance with the owl here as well, right? But there's a sense of, again, not having too much expectations, just going with the flow and being light with it, healing your heart and allowing this to really move through you, the sensations, the emotions, the experience. That's beautiful. So I'm going to end the reading right here. If this reading resonates, leave a comment down below. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.